I saw the film today and it's really scary and I really enjoyed it. But are you able to get scared watching it back? Was it like starring in horror and then watching a horror back? Do you fall for the same kind of tropes as the audience do, or was it a bit too difficult?
We haven't seen it. Touchy subject. So no, we've not seen it, but
it's a good question though, because we know it's coming, don't we? We know what's coming. Would it still frighten us?
I can't imagine we'll be scared.
No, I don't think so.
No, but
I might be, because I wasn't around to film in the last part, so there might be a few things that I might expect it.
Do you know what? I think being scared in a film when you shot it is one thing. There's two other things. When you see a comedy, is laughing at yourself. Yeah. Then like cracking up at one of your own jokes. But what's worse than that is when you're in a moving scene and you make yourself cry.
Yeah, has it happened?
No. I've made myself cry, but for the wrong reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Watching my own performances.
Dabbing away tears of brilliance. No, it's always a very peculiar experience watching yourself in anything. It's essentially quite unnatural, because as human beings, right, we have over the period of our lives developed the best possible way to look in the mirror. Even if we don't even think about it, we look in the mirror and we go, oh, looking all right. And then you see like an angle of yourself, you're like, fuck, is that what I look like?
Who's put a false nose on?
Yeah, exactly. Look at my head, it's massive. It's too big for my body.
It's when you walk past a reflection in like a shop, like a glass mirror. And you
they don't lie.
They don't
lie. They're like, oh my lord, I need to fix up. So yeah,
it's all about lighting. Look at yourself in the right light, and it's be fine.
Sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, looking good. And then sometimes you go, what's happened to me?
What's the point?
What's happened to me? I'm like, I'm going to the gym every day. I'm trying hard, and I've still got boobs.
I've gone vegan.
I've been vegan for 2 years. What's wrong with me?
Why is it not working?
What is going on? You look at another mirror, you're like, men's health. So you're
looking forward to seing The Ritual tonight, then?
I don't think any actor really, apart from Samuel L. Jackson, who actually says, "I love watching myself."
Does he?
Have you never heard it? He's like, yeah, I love watching myself. Samuel L. Jackson can get away with that, can't he? But I think it's you just judge yourself instantaneously once you watch it and you think, why was I doing that? Oh God, I'm overacting there. We see things that the audience won't see.
And are you both quite cynical? And what would it take if you were in this kind of situation? What would it take for you to start actually believing something supernatural might be occurring? Or do you think that you wouldn't?
No, I'd be quivering straight. I'd be like properly straight away, like Phil, like, oh, there's something's wrong here. There's a witch. I would properly cage straight away. I'm a panicker.
When in that bit when we go in and we open the door and he's cradled naked, praying to the effigy, I think alarm bells. Alarm bells.
What about the dead elk? In a tree, crucified, and we come up with it's hunters, it's fucking hunters.
No, someone says a bear put it up there.
Yeah.
So a bear might have put it up there. No, that's a bit. No,
it's a hell of a bear.
I'd shit my panties.
Yeah, once we saw the elk, I'd be like, I'm getting back home. I'm getting off, lads. See you later. Yeah. Don't worry about a refund. I'm off.
I'm gonna call an Oops and get out.
I'm just gonna get a beach holiday or something.
What's the worst holiday you think you've ever been on? I'm sure nothing rivals The Ritual, but is there any that spring to mind?
I went on a camping holiday, but it's just, the air mattress popped for all the wrong reasons, not them reasons. There was a branch underneath. There was an electrical storm that flooded the tent. The fire flared up of its own in the middle of the night, which scared the shit out of me. Naturally, I sent the missus out to see what was going on. She's from Tottenham, so she could deal with that. That was quite and it was cold and it was wet and it was just miserable. So camping, I'm not a big camper, so I wouldn't be on this holiday in the first place if it was me.
I'm trying to think of bad holiday experiences. I had a terrible experience on a kayak once when a girlfriend I was going out with tried to convince me to go on his kayaks on Mexico, and and she was like, I was like, all right, let's go on the kayaks, and she got on her kayak. And it was quite sort of rough surf, and she got out on it. It was like, right, give me my kayak, and I couldn't get past the first wave. So, and the beach was because I couldn't get my balance. My technique was bad. So I go, right, okay, and I get toppled out of this kayak, and the whole beach was watching. I never made it out, and I was humiliated.
And that's why you're not with her anymore now. Yeah,
exactly. And that's why I became an actor.
You use that humiliation and turn it into performance. Your performance.
And you've got, obviously, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom coming out. Now, I spoke to Bryce Dallas Howard, and she said it's one of the best screenplays she'd ever read. I
thought you said one of the best screen performances she's ever seen.
Yeah. So close.
So close.
I heard your intake of breath.
Yeah, she said, what? Is she?
Can you imagine if you'd heard that, though, and you answered it like, well, I just gave my all.
Yeah.
That's what I always do.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, how your sort of character fits into that, and if this screenplay is as good as they say.
Jeez Louise, dude. I just don't know what I'm allowed to say, man. Like, we all
Don't
know,
say anything.
It's easy for Bryce to say because we know that Bryce plays Claire and we all know that. But I'm called Eli Mills. I'm in the whole movie. It's a really good part. I love doing it. Bayona was wonderful. The screenplay was terrific. Bryce and Chris Pratt were lovely. James Cromwell's in it. He was really great. Loved Babe. So, yeah. Sorry, man.
That's still quite good.
Yeah.
I think you gave too much away.
Too much, but
I don't know the character name.
Yeah.
But Rob, I was wondering about yourself and sort of doing more cinema sort of going forward, because obviously to audiences in Britain, you're sort of best sort of primarily known for doing stuff on TV, which at the moment, to be fair, is rivaling cinema. But you're hoping to do a few sort of more feature films going forward.
I'm just hoping to work, good work. I'm not like, it doesn't matter the genre, whether it's movies or TV. But the reality is, it's hard. You can't always be in work. So I blagged my way into this at 28. I did a marketing masters, so everything's a bonus. So I haven't got an agenda to go, I want to go here or I want to go there. I'm happy in my life. I've got lots of other things going on outside acting. So I don't...
Circus skills.
I don't look at it like that way. I'm just kind of laissez-faire, which
your
might be a
wrestling.
bad...
Got your wrestling.
Got me wrestling, which might be a bad thing. I don't know. Maybe I need to be... I suffer from a chronic lack of ambition, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not as driven as my counterparts. But, wrestling takes its toll on a man.
Yeah, it does.
Especially because you said you did marketing, you said. What do you reckon you...
Yeah, marketing masters,
Yeah.
MSc, BA honours MSc.
What do you reckon you'd do if you weren't an actor, Rafe?
Probably cooking. Yeah, I'll probably be a cook. A chef.
Are you a good cook?
I am.
Good lad.
Lovely. But on that note, it's lovely to meet you both.
Cheers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, you guys!